Look, I respect all religions, and I respect your spirituality, all spirituality, unless it's hurting someone. Unless you're hurting someone, practice whatever you want. There's real value in faith for many people. But here's why it's so important to become a man of the cloth for this stuff to work. To bilk people out of their money, it's so important to become a man of God. Religion requires faith. Faith requires that you believe some pretty out there stuff without questioning. See, questions and logic, they're the enemies and antithesis of faith. And in the world of a Pat Robertson, it's so important to be a man of God. So when you say something like, gays are sending America to hell, and someone goes, why? You can then twist some passage of the Bible to support whatever the hell you're claiming. And when there's a follow-up question, you can say, no, God moves in mysterious ways, and I'm the shepherd and you're a sheep. God moves through me, not through you, so I'm going to need you to go ahead and believe. And make a big donation, and then go curb stomp some gay people for wanting equality. Okay, thanks. Aw, man. Oh, yeah, well, I guess you're right. I just have to believe, so I'll let go and let God. Okay, Pat, when I'm done reproducing with a blood relative, I'll get my gay stomping boots and go do God's work. Hard to tie those gay stomping bootlaces, though, without the opposable thumbs. When do you suppose we're going to be getting those? I don't know. The Lord works in mysterious ways. So to make money off of fear, it makes it so much easier if you're a man of the cloth. Then you have that knee-jerk willingness from your followers to buy whatever the hell comes out of your mouth. You say, hey, you didn't know this, but something is coming for you and your family. It's called gay, or it's called Islam, and you should be very, very afraid. Really? Why? It says so in the Bible? Oh, well, I didn't notice, and I was just here hanging out with my family, minding my own business. I didn't notice gay having any effect on me whatsoever. Yeah, well, it's a good thing you have me to protect you from it. Gay is a sin, Islam's a sin, and if we have too much of those things in America, God's going to get mad and send us all to hell. No way! Really? I'm glad you told me. What can I do? Well, you can't really do anything. See, I'm like a man of the cloth, and it's my job to fight the devil, but the fight sadly isn't cheap, so it would totally better your chances of getting into heaven if you could dig deep when I pass a collection plate. See, God wants me to arrive at my battle with Satan in a gold-plated, diamond-encrusted Learjet and run a cable network, which I use as a tax write-off. And Learjets and cable networks aren't cheap, so here's my PayPal account. Hook it up. Amen. No. You can afford that money. Your inbred little spawn doesn't need the orthopedic shoes for his club feet, and if you think he does, you obviously don't believe in God's plan. Yeah, what was I thinking? He can just hop to school on his nub the way I did growing up.
This is the 80s Show on iHeartRadio. Say ho, ho, say ho, 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 let's start the show, let's start the show. Come on, let's go, come on, let's go. Say ho, ho, say ho, whoa, ho, whoa, let's start the show, let's start the show, let's start the show, let's start the show.
Oh, yeah. Yep, another day, another new potential presidential candidate. Ben Carson. A guy whose best qualification is the fact that he's never been a politician. And the thing that he's got running against him the most, he's never been a politician. Interesting fellow, and we'll delve into him and what he brings and does not bring to the table in the not too distant future, a little later on in the show. But as the election draws ever nearer, and people get more and more excited about presidential candidates, and oh man, I really hope that they can instigate the change that we want to see in America. I want to see him take Obama's policies one step further. I want to see working socialized medicine. I want to see socialized medicine that is something that's not difficult to deal with. I want to see something that truly is fair and just for everyone, that gives us all what we deserve. I want to see global warming policies seen through to where we can have tangible evidence of change. Or I want to see someone come in and absolutely tear down everything Obama's done over the last 8 years and start afresh with something that is entirely more American, something that supports a free market economy, something that allows for the strong to rise to the top, something that allows for American excellence, something that does away with this painful and detrimental policy of universal health care, this failed abortion of a plan to help everyone not die of cancer. However you feel about it, so many people are all bent out of shape about what's going to happen in 2016. All excited to pull that lever. All excited to get behind a candidate who can make their vision of America come true. Here's the thing. If you are in any way, shape, or form expecting an elected official, presidential or otherwise, all the way down the food chain to, I don't know, your local sheriff's election. If you're expecting an elected official to make a lick of effing difference in your daily life, if you think that who is elected will make you feel different or better about the world when you wake up in the morning, ooh, that's a problem, my friend. That'll lead you to Disappointmentville, Population U, really, really quick. See, it's about you. You wake up in the morning. You decide how you're going to live your life. You decide the shape of your day. You decide how things are going to go. You want to see change? It's old hat. But the first way you're going to see that change is by being that change. You want America to be different? You want your life to be different? Wake up and be different. It starts with you, not with who you pull the lever for. And it's worth bearing in mind that the best years of your life are the ones in which you decide that your problems are your own. You do not blame them on your mother, the ecology, or the president. You realize that you control your own destiny. Albert Ellis.
Two-seater fleeter, it's you and the senorita. Whooper blowing up the tweeter, cause it's me up in the speaker. Macking the mama seater, top down like a player. And the sound up in your ears, it is the dopest rhyme sayer. Running game like a cheater, I'm balling like Derek Jeter. Complete on the marathon, I mean the very last meter. Competition defeated, cause you're my voice is just sweeter. So come on, follow the leader, plus I got the dopest of sneakers. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Fuck the rest and you know. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Are you ready to go? One thing you gotta know, let me just bear with me on your radio. One thing you gotta know, let me just bear with AD on your radio. Fuck the false modesty, nobody has ever been better, smarter, more clever. I'm winning every endeavor in competition, no you never see a better competitor. Every fight of vendetta, till a head has been severed. I'm the best that there is, I wake up and piss excellence. And if you're coming to battle on your house, I put up excellence. I'm just here to have a little fucking fun, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm second to none. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Fuck the rest and you know. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Are you ready to go? One thing you gotta know, let me just bear with me on your radio. One thing you gotta know, let me just bear with AD on your radio. Fuck the rest, I'm the rest, there's no question. Fuck the rest and you know. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Are you ready to go? I'm just here to have a little fucking fun, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm so second to none. Fuck the rest, I'm the best, there's no question. Are you ready to go? One thing you gotta know, let me just bear with me on your radio. One thing you gotta know.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is Concept 714, host of WakeTheFlock.net, the #1 hip hop podcast in the world. You are now listening to AD on your radio.
Back once again, the ill behavior, delivering and giving your music a savior. Back once again, it's your boy AD, and can't nobody rock a body better than me. Back once again, the ill behavior, delivering and giving your music a savior. Back once again, it's your boy AD, and can't nobody rock a body better than me. Hey, you, what's that sound? I'm coming so loud from your radio dial. AD, be getting down when you're rocking the jams. Here I am, going back once again. I'm ruling all city like the king I am. A master plan, coming from a faster man. I kick the linguistics, so fucking ballistic. And if you weren't there, you'll be sorry you missed it.
Are we on, Funkhouser? Sorry, I was grooving. Oh, God, yeah, there's always that. All righty, then. We have a new presidential hopeful in the running, Dr. Ben Carson. Interesting individual. Certainly a man of great intelligence and consequence in this world. He's a retired neurosurgeon turned conservative star. He will seek the Republican presidential nomination in 2016. He's never run for public office. And it looks like he's going to be the only high-profile African-American to enter the GOP's presidential primary as he tries to spin his success as a public speaker and an author into a campaign against very well-established politicians. And that's the thing that I like the best about him. He's not a politician. That's the thing that makes me think he won't win. He's not a politician. He said, I'm willing to be part of the equation, and therefore I'm announcing my candidacy for President of the United States of America. And we'll get into him a little later on in the show. Very interesting fellow. Very interesting guy to have in the mix, for sure. But right now, though, let's take a look at the events of today in our segment, My Witness News. In no way, shape, or form fair. Certainly not balanced. Funkhouser, A, how are you? B, what's going on in the world?
I'm doing okay.
How was your weekend?
I'm good. I bootlegged the fight.
Oh, you did?
Should I say that? Can I say that on public, popular radio? I guess I did.
How did you do it?
Periscope, ladies and gentlemen.
You know,
you've been telling me about Periscope to check it out, and I did Saturday, and just in time to see the fight from several people's living rooms.
Right. Yeah, I don't... so was it just like a phone pointed at their television set?
Well, it started that way, and then people got tired of holding it, so they strategically sat it down in front of their screen. So there was probably 20, 30 feeds rocking the fight, and it was interesting to go from feed to feed, because we started in a Spanish-speaking household, and then there was another language. I think it was like Spanish from Spain. And then good old rockin' Southern Americans, man, bring it on home at the end. So it was Periscope's quite an app, and it's going to be interesting how they fight, piracy, because I got that fight for free in good quality.
But I mean, it was the quality of a phone pointed at a TV screen, and that was broadcast to you. Yeah,
that's true. I mean, you're not getting the full TV experience. You're kind of living your life vicariously through someone else's social media.
I don't know. What's interesting is I find quality is more and more important as we go on. You know, like I'm willing to pay for things, for quality. It's just like you can't handle when something is crunched down. Like Stern, I'd much rather listen to, sort of like the subscription on demand thing. See, like with SiriusXM, they got really smart and they redid their whole platform, so you can now listen to the parts of Stern that you want on demand, and you don't have to go to YouTube and listen to a crummy, crunched down MP3 of it. But for the longest time, I was like, I would listen. I despite the fact that I have the SiriusXM, sort of like login. Despite the fact that I work for SiriusXM, when it came to listening to my favorite Stern stuff, I just listen off of YouTube. But now that they've got the quality up there, and they've got it easy. They've got it easy to navigate. Sorry, this new music bed, this new news bed is distracting me. I'm not used to it. I like it, but it's going to take some getting used to. There we go.
Yeah, we're back to normal.
It's like putting on a trusty pair of underwear. The thing that's interesting about that is I find myself defaulting to quality over and over again. So as much as the Periscope thing might have taken a chunk out of the bottom line of the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, I don't know. I think, well, you know what? People are probably just going to find a way to hook their cable box up to their phone, and then it'll be all over.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I wasn't even planning on watching it, so it was quite a little shocker to check out a new app on a Saturday night and then see all those bootlegging going on.
Yeah. So I wonder who becomes a criminal in that situation, if it's you or if it's a person that's doing the distribution.
It's got to be everybody. It's got to be the viewer, the originator. I just don't know how they're going to fight that, because it's just so easy. I went on a walk home with Jim Gaffigan last night on Periscope.
On Periscope?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have an iPhone. I'm an Android.
You don't
guy,
have it on they don't have it on an iPad either, so
they
stick
don't
to the
have,
tiny screen.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be Periscope.
Come on, Periscope! Come on, Clamor! the hell's going on here?